Hey guys, Zenia here from Swift Movement Academy. What I'm going to take you through today is called a Copenhagen plank. So this is basically a groin assessment tool, but can also be used as a progressive exercise loading drill for adductor and making sure that you have a baseline level of adductor strength, especially for field sports, but then also for the gym it becomes really important for things like squats. When you're going below 90 degrees, we know that the adductor magnus is the prime mover to get you out of the hole. And if you are looking at the hip complex, if there's any pain in the hip or the lower back, I think it's really important that we're assessing the adductor with this as well, because sometimes it's that hidden culprit that we're not looking into enough as health professionals. So what you're going to do is you can grab yourself a bench and you're basically going to jump into a side plank. So the difference with this is you're going to place your foot up on the bench, so making sure it's just the foot to start with, and you want to drop down onto that arm. Now I'm going to lift my hip up and I'm going to squeeze that under leg into the bench, so it looks like this, coming up, holding here, and this is our position that we're going to hold in. The idea is to reach minimum 30 seconds, but ideally get to 60. You'll notice that as time goes on, that leg starts to drop. So time stops when you either sort of rotate out of position, or that hip drops down, that leg hits the floor, or you physically can't hold it anymore. So a couple of things may happen. If you have really weak adductors, you will feel quite an aggressive hold through that adductor muscle. You may also feel pain. So if you are feeling pain with this, obviously there's a tolerable level of pain versus like, I can't hold this anymore, this is excruciating. And that's when you need to look into your groin as being part of the problem. And you obviously want to check both sides. So I say, yeah, a minimum is 30 seconds to be able to hold. I really like my guys to be doing 45 to a minute on both sides to really make sure that they've got a solid foundational strength through their adductors. If you are struggling with this, there are progressions series that you can go through, like I mentioned before. For the gym stuff, what I like to do is then start people, if they can't hit at least the 30 seconds on their foot, then you go to the knee, which would be like a level 1. You basically get nice and close, straddle that bench, and it's the knee that's pressing down. So you're still in your side plank, but you're here instead. So you're fully supporting everything below the knee, and there's a shorter lever arm. And then if that's okay, they can hold that for sort of 30 to probably 60 seconds if they're on the knee. You're going to put the shin on. So again, not as long of a lever as the toe, but again, that's the same sort of position. And then you can put them back out to putting their leg up. You can do pulse reps as well, so the bottom leg is sort of tapping up and under, and you're making sure that that adductor contraction is happening, obviously repeating both sides.